So the fuel tank on my Honda has been full of the same tank of gasoline for at least 3 years, and it's pretty rusty and pretty crusty inside. So I took on the task of removing the rust and coating the inside of the tank to prevent future issues. Removing the tank on these bikes is super easy. All I had to do was lift the seat and tug back on the tank, then lift from the front, and it was off. After draining the tank and getting my jacket sleeve soaked in stale gas, I removed the petcock and gas cap cover. Unfortunately, it was pretty hard to get both a camera and a light in a position to show you just how rusty it was inside. You'll just have to take my word for it. Before I could start removing the rust, I had to rinse out the tank with old-fashioned soap and water. You're trying to get rid of as much gasoline as possible. This first stage removes the rust and helps prepare the surface for the final coat. I left it to sit overnight. The next day I realized that to apply the coating, I had to cover the fuel cap opening since the actual cap couldn't be used during the process. Luckily, my hoarder tendencies came in handy. An old cutting board and a piece of rubber did just fine. The next stage rinsed out any remaining rust and debris. However, I learned quickly that this solution can and will dissolve your tank paint if your makeshift gas cap doesn't seal properly. Also, donning a mask and cracking open a door is necessary. Finally, you have the chunky buttermilk stage, where the actual coating adheres to the tank walls. In my case, it needed closer to 24 hours to properly cure. I got impatient, poked it, ruined it, and had to apply another layer. Once it cured, I realized my tank has an unreplaceable fuel filter built in, which meant I had to punch it out so that an inline filter could be used instead. In this light, you can see how my sloppy application caused some additional damage to my tank's paint job, but no worries. Until I'm ready to repaint, this will work just fine. See you next time when I rebuild that front brake.